kindly relate to us now what this is the problem of the West Philippine Sea.
Alam no po ninyo, nung ako'y nasa Senado, Senate President ako noon, inimbita ako ni President Aquino isang hapon doon sa palasyo, doon sa cabinet room. Nung dumating ako doon, ako ang unang dumating. Pangalawa, dumating si Senator Trillanes. Pareho kaming senador noon. Meron siyang ibinubulong sa akin na treason. Hindi ko naintindihan yung gusto niyang sabihin. Pagkatapos nung dumating na si Albert Del Rosario, kalihim ng Department of Foreign Affairs, at kasama niyang presidente, umupo sila. Bini-briefing kami ni Del Rosario tungkol doon sa nangyari sa Scarborough. Sure. At mukhang nagkaroon ng alitan ang pangkat natin at ang pangkat ng China doon. Ngayon, sinabi ni Trillanes na nagpunta siya sa China at kinausap niya yung mga namumuno sa China tungkol doon sa bagay na sa problema na yun. Ako naman, bilang presidente ng Senado noon, tinanong ko sa kanya, anong karapatan mo na nagpunta sa China? Yung ba, kusang loob mo lamang ang nagpunta ron? Sabi niya, hindi. Nagpunta ako doon, may authority ako. Sinong nag-utos sa'yo na pumunta ron? Pagkatapos sumagot si Presidente Aquino, sabi niya, ako ang nag-utos sa kanya. Sinabi ko kay Presidente Aquino na dahan-dahan, Mr. President, medyo masalimuot yata yan sapagkat hindi natin alam kung anong mga pinag-usapan nila ni Trillanes doon sa mga kinakausap niya sa China. Kaya mag-iingat tayo. Pagkatapos noon, si Secretary Del Rosario, binigyan ako ng sulat ni Ambassador Brady natin sa China na nagre-reklamo na itong si Trillanes ay binabypass siya. Yung pala, si Trillanes ay pasok at labas sa China na tila hindi na dumadaan sa immigration dahil inuutusan yata siya ni Presidente Aquino. Kaya sinabihan ko sila na dapat huwag natin gawin yun sapagkat bansa ang nauukol dito. Nagkaroon ng mediation. Ngayon, ang mediator pala doon ay ang Amerika. Ang question ngayon na hindi ko masagot at hanggang ngayon hindi ko alam kung sino ang humingi ng tulong ng Amerika. Ang Amerika ang nag-mediate. Nagkaroon ng kasunduan dahil sa mediation ng Amerika na umatras bawat China at Pilipinas doon sa area ng Scarborough. Sinunod ng Pilipinas yung kasunduan sa ilalim ng mediation ng Amerika pero ang China ay hindi sumunod. Ngayon, ang question ko, kung ang Amerika ang naging mediator, unang question, sino ang humingi ng tulong ng Amerika? Pangalawa, bakit nung hindi tinupad ng China ang kasunduan, umatras din siya? Bakit hindi man lang pinagsabihan ng Amerika ang China na tuparin niya yung kasunduan? Ang impression ko bagay, parang ginamit lang tayo doon sa bagay na yun. Ano man na interest ang nauukol para sa Amerika, hindi ko alam. Pero ganon ang impression ko. Hanggang ngayon, hindi ko masagot kung bakit yung mediator natin ay hindi tayo tinulungan para tumupad naman ang China para doon sa kasunduan na umatras sila. Kaya ngayon, sila ang nakapwesto doon, tayo na wala. Yan po ang natatandaan ko na pangyayari dyan sa problema ng tinatawag natin na panatag, isla ng panatag.
Senator, I would like the people to know, you have given us really almost the foundation of your talk tonight and probably your answers. Na bakit pumayag ang Pilipinas na umatras tayo? And I would like to know if you know what drove Aquino to reach that decision to order the Navy to retreat.
Yun daw ang kasunduan na natamo ng dalawang panig sa ilalim ng mediation ng Amerika, Mr. President. Kaya dapat siguro si Albert Del Rosario malaman sa kanya kung sino ba ang bilang Secretary of Foreign Affairs noon, sino bang humingi ng tulong ng Amerika. Si Ambassador Quisha ba? Siya ang Ambassador ng Pilipinas sa Washington noon o ang mismong palasyo, si Presidente Aquino, hindi natin alam eh. Ngayon, dahil doon sa pangyayaring yun nagkakwan tayo na nalugi tayo. Dahil umatras tayo, ay China hindi nila mapaalis doon sa lugar na yun.
This is really the dilemma of the nation. For me, sir, the beginning of this problem was when we retreated. And since then, yung mga paperwork about the arbitral award has become meaningless. And the opposite camp of the political side ay nasabi that I should do my very best in asking the UN.
Mr. President, sa aking paningin, hindi naman nasasayang yung decision ng arbitration dyan sa bagay na yan. Sapagkat nandyan na yun na palagay ko nakarehistro yung decision na yun sa record ng UN. Alam nila yun. Ang karapatan natin nanggaling din sa UN Convention of the Law of the Sea. At yun gawa ng United Nations. Kaya ano pang kailangan resolusyon ng UN para malunasan yung sigalot na yan para sa atin. Palagay ko kahit na may resolusyon ng UN, hindi naman maipapatupad ng UN yung resolution nila. Wala silang police force. Wala namang world government na kagaya ng struktura natin sa ating bansa. Meron tayong hukuman, meron tayong police, kung merong kailangan na usapin tungkol sa hustisya, mapupunta ka sa hukom. Hindi ganyan sa level ng mga bansa. Sa level ng mga bansa, ang nananatili dyan kung ano ang kakayahan mo kontra sa kabila. Yun lang. It is what operates within the level of nations, Mr. President, is what they call the law of nature. The law of force and nothing more. That is international law.
That is what I've been telling at least our countrymen. I was frank enough in the early days, and I said that might makes it right. And we are not, unfortunately, on the side of might. So we cannot do anything because we cannot be in parity in force and in all. So we have to talk, just talk and talk until such time, by the grace of God, if there is an opportune time for for all of these things to correct itself, maybe. Ang ano ko, sir, kasi ako yung sinisisi nila na bakit ko raw I will not forcefully do everything to go to the United Nations to ask the body for help. One is that I am a realist, sir. And if this question is as big as the West Philippine Sea, this will eventually reach the Security Council.
Mr. President, in the first place, you were elected by the Filipino people to be the leader of this country. Nobody else can frame the foreign policy of the country except the president of this country. That is true to us and true to other countries. Not even the Supreme Court can interfere with your foreign policy. That's the highest political act of a president. And I wonder why people keep talking without understanding this system. No one else can frame or formulate the foreign policy of the Philippines except President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
That's what...
Not Carpio, Albert Del Rosario, or Juan Ponce Enrile. There is only one person. That's the President of the Philippines.
How can we help our president finish his job through to the end of his 6-year term? Because I know for a fact that he will not abandon his pledge to the people. He said, I'll give you peace in Mindanao. Is that so, Mr. President? So I support him for that. When he said, Brother, no, why don't you move against Abu Sayyaf? So I started moving. First, I sent 1,700 of my forces, my inner security, to the eastern part. And we cordoned off the position of the Abu Sayyaf. Yes, Abu Sayyaf. They said, no, we give you. We return back. So the 10. But some people, enterprising people, when they came to offer them some money and claim in the media that we were the ones. No, sir, no. With due respect to the armed forces, even the 2 that they got, they were only spill over from us. One of them swamped during dark pitch night to the sea because he was guided by flickering light of fishermen. Then when he reached them, where do you want to go? We want to go to the Emmanuel. So he was brought there. From there, he was sent over to the armed forces of the Philippines. They told me there are other 2. So I asked them to scourge the whole mangrove areas, etc. We could not find. Later on, he showed up in the highway, and the armed forces came. But this was part of the work I did. You see? That's the thing I want to do. I want people to be truthful about things. If you want us to be fair with you, you want us to deal with you, please be fair with us. Just tell the truth, simple truth. And secondly, about this campaign against drug, one of my commanders, I was telling Secretary Durisa while we were flying from Holo to Manila. I told him one of my commanders has written me a report saying, Kaji, addressing me. Every time I finish my prayers in the morning prayers, I go to the balcony of my humble house, overlooking the highway in Holo. Every time I see people young people in the prime of their life, walking like ancient people was. I said, what's the cause? Drugs. They are destroying our children, our youth. Who will succeed us after this? When our citizens are already destroyed by this drug. To us, I've always been saying that drug is a restless, creeping threat to humanity. International organizations spending billions and billions and produce no result at all. This is one of the biggest source of crimes to humanity, this drug. And apart from that, I was also saying that since Malaysia is the one who is involved in this kidnapping for ransom, probably one day I will drag their leaders into the International Criminal Court. I have all the evidences in my hands. My people are everywhere. And besides, they cannot escape because they are hiring my own people. Even Sipadan, they hired my cadre officers because they offered them millions. And then they have the goal to ask one of my nephews here, we want to see the chairman. They suggested Jeddah, or Saudi Arabia, Makkah. And then they said, meet at his camp. Then recently they said, let us meet, advance our meeting in Indonesia. He is one of my members of my delegation now. I said, stop it. I don't have the heart to see these people. After they make this conspiracy to destroy the honor and integrity of my people, I am so concerned, Mr. President, because one time I had a press conference. It was a big war in Malaysia, but before, at the time I did not know yet who was behind the Sipadan. Sipadan has just broken news in the world media. They asked me, they asked questions. Before even I could open my mouth, one German lady stood up and pointed her finger at my face. You know, Governor, your people are the worst people in the world.
Your team destroyed a turret.
I said, sit down. I will explain to you. Because she said, why did they kidnap people for ransom? I told them. I said, listen. I can understand what is prompting in your heart, in your soul.
Initiate retreat.
I can understand that because you come, I'm sorry, with due respect, from Western civilization. And according to Western civilization in my studies, there is such thing like collective punishment. When somebody commits mistake, commits crime, what will he do? What will he do? They can even destroy the whole community. Just 1 second.
Your team destroyed a turret.
But in our case, we are Muslims.
Double kill.
The crime of the father cannot be imputed to the son,
You have
let alone the crime of the son can be imputed. No. So they stopped. And the people started howling. Oh, mostly white people. She was very irresponsible. So I want to stop here Just allow me to reiterate my sense of gratitude to the President and my promise that should he need our cooperation in his campaign for peace,
Team destroyed a
you can count on us, Mr. President. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
killing spree. Initiate retreat.
Mahal kita.
Ayos ka! Wala mo ito, doon ako natulog. Doon ako natulog.
Magtabi na kayo. Okay lang yun.
Padahan ngayon doon.
Tayo yung mga kanya-kanyang pamaraan. Kung trip mo. Pero ako, lalaki ako.
Oh, lalaki ako.
Lalaki ako.
Malaki sa'yo.
Bato! Sa'yo, bato!
Kaya pumatay. Kaya lang, wala si Pinas. Kahit na ganung paraan, binigyan niyo ko ng pampahalaga.
Palaga, siyempre.
Ayaw kasama
Oo.
sa haba ng panahon.
Oo. Ilang taon na ba? Ilang taon na magsama?
Apat na.
Oh, si?
Apat na. Maraming salamat.
Pwede mo dato to eh.
Ha?
Sabi mo, sana all ka mga.
Maraming salamat.
Sana all.
Sana all.
Ang Saraol. Saraol?
All. Hindi si Raulo.
Ah,
All. Ben. Salamat ha.
Pero buhay pa si Brian. Buhay pa si Brian.
Brian.
Hindi na.
Mahal.
Hindi na ngayon si Brian. Hindi
Si
siya
Brian.
nalasing. Hindi siya nalasing.
Hindi, Michael.
Walang inuman na hindi nalalasing to eh.
Oh, lasing nga.
Ben. Sabi sa akin ni Brian. Tagay ka na.
Tingnan lang.
Hindi ah. Oo. Pero patrabaho ng
Hindi
iba.
ka tikas mo talaga nun sa ano? Kalay mo, nagtatrabaho ka ng kalong sinilas?
Oo ah.
Ah, matibay.
Saka pa ako. Masakit.
Ganun, nakasinilas ako to. Astig talaga.
Ito yun. Totoo yun.
Ah, tigasin yan eh.
Hindi siya mag-aastig.
Bad boy.
Ito.
Hindi na kay kay manager na, boss, may safety shoes ba? May isip bang sinilas.
Hindi. Totoo lang.
Hindi makakasin kay
Hindi.
manager to.
Totoo lang. Kasi nga, sabi ko kay Harvey noon, Harvey, kung ikaw na sa kalagayan ko, kayo mag-aastig.
Kaya lang siya to. Ayun o, sira.
Siya na ako sa kanya, pero siya na sa akin.
Ah, si Raulo?
Siya na ulo.
Ah, si Raulo.
Sira siya dito sa...
Balura siya. Balura.
Anong sira sa kanya?
Sino ako ka siya? Kung ako hindi ako VIP, basura ka. Oo. Hindi ko talaga siya.
Kailan yun?
Jesus.
Ay, tulog na si...
Wala ka-
Hindi, Grand Prix yun, di ba si Grand Prix, di ba?
Di ah.